Okay, guys, I'm here to review WrestleMania 10, the 10th review of my WrestleMania review series. And it is a much better show than WrestleMania 9 was. This was a WrestleMania that had the kind of WrestleMania feel to it in a way, whereas 9 never did, other than they made it look good. But this show is the overall thing in a way. So we open with Little Richard singing America the Beautiful, but that's not part of the rating. Our first match is Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. Okay, this is the greatest opening match in the history of WrestleMania, if not the WWE. That's how good this match is. This is a 5-star match. It tells the great story of the match. That has good in-ring work. Tells a good story. Owen wins when Bret tries to Vachon, and Owen just falls through it and pins him and gets the 1, 2, 3. So Bret did the right thing here, because Bret could have said, since he was winning the title in the main event, that he wasn't going to put Owen over, but he didn't. He put his brother over, and this is a 5-star match. It's a WrestleMania classic, bar none. And Owen versus Bret is probably the greatest brother versus brother feud in the history of wrestling. It's a shame, though, that through '94 they had this match at WrestleMania, they had a cage match at SummerSlam, but they never had a third match. Even though they were at 1 apiece, they never had a third match. So they never really blew off this feud in a way. At least as far as I remember, they didn't. But anyway, 5-star classic here. So our next match is a mixed tag match. It's really not a mixed tag match. It's Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna Vachon versus Doink and Dink. Now, if anyone knows what a mixed tag match actually is, or doesn't, a mixed tag match is technically two teams, that have one male competitor, one female competitor on each team. Males fight males, and females fight females. Well, in this mixed tag match is a mixed tag match in a way that Dink and Luna could only wrestle each other, and they could not wrestle the other person. So this is really not a mixed tag match in a way. It's a half-star match. That's about it. It's not quite a no-star because there's enough there, but it's only half a star, and Bam Bam and Luna win. So the next match, Falls Count Anywhere match for the Falls Count Anywhere match. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Crush. They put an added stipulation to this Falls Count Anywhere match. It said you had 60 seconds to return to the ring after a pinfall or after a fall was scored. A pinfall specifically. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a Falls Count Anywhere match, because it actually hurts this match. In a way, it hurts the match. That at least does tell a good story. That's where its star rating comes from. It's a 1-star match, but I think it tells a story rather well. The story of a betrayed friendship in a way, because of Savage and Crush. When Crush betrayed Savage, it turned on his best friend in a way. I think it did tell that good of a story, but this dumb idea led to a lot of really stupid things. Okay? Such as Randy Savage goes up top and he hits his elbow, right? But he rolls Crush outside of the ring and then makes the cover because of this stipulation. Okay? So that's one of those things where the stipulation really hurts and is bothersome. And the fact that this is Randy Savage's final WrestleMania match is kind of sad. One of the all-time great performers of WrestleMania had 2 of the all-time greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, WrestleMania 3 and WrestleMania 7. And this is his final WrestleMania match. It wouldn't be his final appearance, that would come at SummerSlam, but this is basically his final WrestleMania match, and it's not that great. It's 1 star. like I said, for at least the storytelling aspect of the match. Next match, the WWE Women's Championship match. Only the second ever in WrestleMania. And it's Alundra Blayze versus Leilani Kai. This isn't that good of a match. It's a half-star match of Alundra Blayze winning of a German suplex. This would be Alundra Blayze's / Medusa's only WrestleMania appearance. As in late '95, she would go to WCW and dump and throw the Women's Championship in the trash, and then get told that WCW was going to build a women's division around her that never escalated. So, half a star. Our next match, the WWE Tag Team Championship match, the Quebecers versus Men on a Mission. This is a 1-star match, nothing stellar. Men on a Mission win by countout, and they take the belts with them, because obviously they were not told that you cannot win the championship by a countout. And they get mad when Johnny Polo asks for the belts back. I'm like, well, he's got every right to be asking for them back. You didn't win them. You can't win the titles on a count out. Someone needed to tell Men on a Mission this. So, yeah. Johnny Polo, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is Raven. He would go on to become Raven in ECW after this and create one of the most iconic characters in pro wrestling. So I give the guy a lot of credit for that, especially after the Johnny Polo gimmick. But Men on a Mission win, albeit by countout. I'm guessing they were going to try to continue the feud here, but the Quebecers were gone from the WWE very quickly after this, so it didn't come to anything. In fact, I think the Quebecers lost the title to Smoking Guns or something like that. Could be wrong. So then it's our first of 2 WWE Championship matches. This is how the finish of the 1994 Royal Rumble paid off, with 2 WWE Championship matches on WrestleMania, when logically to make that have made any sense, you should have just done Yokozuna versus Bret Hart versus Lex Luger. That's what you should have done. But they did 2 championship matches instead. Here's the first one. It's Yokozuna versus Lex Luger, a special guest referee, Mr. Perfect. This is actually a 2-star match. Yokozuna wins by DQ. Now, Perfect's reasoning for the DQ had to do with Luger beating up on Jim Cornette and Mr. Fuji. But Luger also put his hands on Mr. Perfect, and that could have led to the DQ. Personally, I just would have had Perfect say that, yeah, he flat out screwed him. He flat out screwed Luger for payback from WrestleMania 9. It would at least been a continuity thing there. But Luger this is the last time he would have a WWE Championship match, because right after this he entered into a program for Survivor Series of Tatanka at SummerSlam, and then after that led off to a thing between him and the $1 Million Corporation, and then by WrestleMania 5 he's in a tag team with and then by WrestleMania 11 he's in a tag team with the British Bulldog. So this would be the last time Lex Luger touched the main event kind of spotlight in WWE. So then it's Earthquake versus Atom Bomb. No stars, because this is about a 30-second squash match. The most entertaining part of this is the Harvey Wolfman and Howard Finkel stuff. That's not the most entertaining part of this, and even that's short. But I think that led to the tuxedo match they had on Raw between Howard Finkel and Harvey Wolfman. But that's about it. The match itself is no stars. So then we have another match that this WrestleMania is known for. It's the ladder match to determine the undisputed WWE Intercontinental Championship, as it's Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels. Backstory here. Shawn Michaels in 1993 was the Intercontinental Champion. What happened was he had failed a drug test and got suspended, and he never gave the belt back, so WWE made a new IC title belt, or something like this, put it on the line in a Battle Royal, which the last 2 men in the Battle Royal would then meet the next week on Raw and have them, and the winner of that match would be the Intercontinental Champion. Blayze won that match, and when Shawn Michaels came back, he came back with the championship, the IC championship that he had. So at WrestleMania, you hung them both from the ceiling, and the only way to get up to it was with a ladder. This is the first ladder match in WrestleMania history. It's also the first televised ladder match. Because they did a ladder match in 1992, which was Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels for the title, but that was a house show match that you had one of the random Coliseum videos did you actually see. So this is the first ladder match that most people saw in WWE. It's a 5-star match of Razor Ramon winning after Michaels gets hung in the ropes. But this is a 5-star match. Now afterward, there was supposed to be a big 10-man tag match in which it was going to be Tatanka, Bob Holly, the 1-2-3 Kid, and the Smoking Guns against IRS, Jeff Jarrett, Rick the Model Martel, and the Head Shrinkers. But that match got canceled due to time constraints, I believe. So it never happened. So the next match is the second WWE Championship match. Yokozuna versus Bret the Hitman Hart. This is with special referee Roddy Piper. This is a 3-star match. Again, tells a good story. Kind of like the story that the match at WrestleMania 9 told between Bret Hart and Yokozuna. But Bret wins when Yokozuna loses his balance going for the bonsai drop and falls off the rope, and that's how he wins. It's a 3-star match. Afterward, all the faces plus celebrities come in, and they all congratulate Bret Hart on winning the championship. Except for Owen Hart, who stands, and Owen just is standing there looking at Bret Hart, just staring a hole into him. And that's a beautiful way to continue the feud that they would have going into SummerSlam. And what is actually the only watchable match on that SummerSlam card of '94. But that'll happen when I get to my SummerSlam review series. Well, like I said, a 3-star match, not bad. This is a much better show than WrestleMania 9. Is it one of the all-time great WrestleManias? Probably not, but it's not one of the worst. It's much better than WrestleMania 9. It has 2 5-star matches to back it up, which is rare. This is a pay-per-view that's got 2 5-star matches on it. The greatest opening match in the history of WrestleMania, if not the WWE. So yeah, it's an 18 out of 45. So that's around a C-. That's around a C-. So that's around a C-. Much better than WrestleMania 9, which failed in every aspect. That being said, however, next up is WrestleMania 11. While not the absolute worst, it's not good. But that'll be uploaded probably sometime tomorrow after I watch it. So if you like the video, hit the like button down there, hit the subscribe button down there. If you want to, leave a comment, and thank you for watching. Bye.